morning, everybody. This is Brian with Hollis Farms. Came down to the farm early this morning. Got a couple little projects to get done. I can't stay all day, but got two little small food plots down here in the hardwood bottom that the big tractors won't go to. So I got this. I got on the Ford 6610 this morning with the small, about I don't know what that thing is, 8-foot bush hog back there. You can see. But we're going in and clip these fields. Probably gonna have to clip them 2 or 3 times to really chop it up good so it'll rot. Come back in here in a few days or a week or so, bring the little small disc in here and disc them up. Thinking about planting something in here for a late season bow hunting spot, something we can just leave it alone and let it rest and come in here late. So get in here and I'll show you the fields we're working on, so be right back. Here to the first plot. Some of y'all may remember it's been about I think 2 years ago. Well, I wouldn't. 2 years ago we weren't videoing. 2 years ago in this field, I planted a Whitetail Institute of North America a blend that had sunflowers, sun hemp, and some peas and beans in this field, and it comes on early. It's a really good, lot of food, real good early season plot. It did really well. 2 years ago, killed a couple deer in here, and last year it came in and replanted. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I covered the seed too deep or didn't cover it deep enough, but anyway, I don't think I got the seed bed right, and it just didn't do well at all. So we ended up this year kind of been busy all summer, hadn't been able to get anything to do anything in here. But let me turn you around and show you this little old field. It's a good little tight spot. There's no traffic back in here. No roads really close by. I think the deer are comfortable coming in here during the daylight hours. We noticed that a couple years ago. I'm going to show you here. It's a little small field. I don't know how big it is. Maybe an acre. Maybe not quite an acre. Grass has gotten real tall. I'm going to cut this, clip it a couple times, get it real low, let it rot. I don't think I can turn it under with the disc today, but it'll be ready when I can get in here in a week or so. Let me get the tractor started. We'll get this done. We got that cut. That old cutter here cuts real good, but that stuff you can see it was tall. It was overhead high when I'm sitting on the tractor. A lot of it's kind of, you can see old woody, brushy, stemmy stuff. What I'm gonna do, I got time. Sun's just now coming up over the trees. It's still cool. I'm gonna go ahead and run over this field one more time, but what I'm gonna do is go over it in the opposite direction I did the first time, so maybe some of this stuff, some of this stuff like right here that's laid over will pick back up. We can trim it closer. Probably gonna have to let this sit a few days unless I can get the big disc in here, but the roads are cleared out. I didn't realize my dad had got in here with the dozer. You see, he made that road right there wider. Used to be just a single lane wide, and he also, zoom you out there, he also widen that road on the opposite field. So Mike could come in here with the bigger tractor with the... Okay, we got that field cut. It's hard to drive this tractor and hold this camera at the same time, so I just knocked it out right quick. You can see I went over it in the opposite direction. Really clipped it clean. A few things out there still standing, but I think I'm gonna go back to, I gotta go check on a second field down here in the bottom and see if we can even get to it. It's a little lower. If I can get to it, I'm gonna go ahead and clip it a couple of times, see how wet it is, and then I think I'm gonna go back to the barn and get the big tractor with the big hydraulic disc on it. I can get it into this field, and it's a lot heavier. If that little 3-point hitch lift disc is gonna have trouble with this hard ground with all this grass in it. So I'd hang on. Jake and Presley went to check the other field. I'm gonna go try to catch up with them, and if we can get to that field, we'll get it cut too. So hang on. Smaller field I'll show you hadn't been cut up in about 2 years, so I'm going to go really slow. Put this stand up 2 years ago, hunted it a couple times, didn't do a lot of good. Really need to put some time in down here. Probably could kill a deer. It's in a good area where there's not a lot of traffic. Put one of these Dillon's shooting houses up. See there, it's in a good spot. You can bow hunt out of that one or a rifle hunt. Let me get this tractor going and see if we can get this field knocked down too. One pass over that field, cut pretty good. This stuff was taller than the other field, but it wasn't as thick. You see it cut pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and make one other little bit quicker pass on this one too, going around the opposite direction. Just cut it that first time real low and slow, kind of chopped it up good. We'll give it one more pass and we'll think about going back to the farm, barn and getting the disc. All right, we got that field hit a second time. Jake's gonna take his tractor on around, make some runs around down some of the roads. I'm gonna get Preston to take me back to the barn and get the big tractor, try to get in here with the disc. While we're down here, it's good and hot and dry. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can get it cut up. Y'all hang on, we'll be back with the big tractor shortly. Alright, I made it back to the barn. We're gonna take this big disc right here, see if we can't cut them fields up. Get down there and the field's just not enough room to turn around good. I won't do it, but I think I got enough room. Take the old 7210, it'll do some work. Hang on, we'll be back down to that field in just a minute. Alright, we're in the 7210 now. Got the big disc, the big hydraulic disc back there. Take it down here and see if we can hit these little fields. See how they do. I'm hoping this disc is heavy enough to go ahead and turn them under. Might not can finish them or get them ready to plant, but they'll be turned over where this grass and everything are right. So, ride along with us. We'll be back in just a minute. Maybe we can get these fields turned under.
In my head, just gonna have to wait. Cause the sun's too bright, the sky's too blue, it's too cold to be thinking about you gonna take.
Alright, we made it back to the first field. I'm gonna get ready to drop this disc in here. I believe it's, hope it really does good. I'm just gonna go take it slow. Don't want to do too much sharp turning with this thing. It's pretty wide. You can see there, I don't know, maybe thing's probably 12 to 14 feet wide, but it should cut good. So give me a few minutes and we'll take a look, see how it's doing. Looks like it's gonna cut real good. I'm glad I went on and got this tractor. I'm just gonna make a few slow rounds here. Probably just hit it once, man, to come back and level it off or bring a do-all in here. We'll make a pass on around here and show you what it looks like when we get through. See there, it's doing good right up here in the right in here in the shade. A little more moisture there. Turning under real good. It's not cutting it real deep, but it's turning it over deep enough to rot this grass. We'll make this pass and maybe we'll go over a second time and see what happens. But this field may plan up good, make a good late season food plot. We're gonna try to probably bow hunt in there. Don't have a shooting house or a tree stand or anything in here. The last couple of years when we hunted here, we hunted out of a ground blind, so we'll probably do that again this year. A couple more passes here. We'll have this first pass done. The way the field is so small, I have to keep turning instead of turning so tight. Really, by the time you turn around and hit it all one time, you about hit the rest of the field twice because you're going back over it as you make a circle. It looks good. It's cutting real deep. I don't know if I'm probably going to let it set right before we try to plant. I may have to come down here and bring a drag and level it off. Don't like to plant it when it's rough. Maybe a little rain will settle it in too, but it's coming on along. A few more minutes, we'll have this one and head to the second one. All right, we got that done. You'll see that field cut really good. That disc is just so heavy, the angle set just right. It cut good, and I think we caught the soil just right. Just enough moisture in it. The blades would dig deep, but not so wet they would stick. I'm gonna hop out of the tractor here and kind of show you. You can see a little better. I think I'm gonna let this thing lay a couple days. There's still some grass in it, you can see there. And I don't know, it's turned under, but it'll rot. Come back in here maybe later this week or next weekend with a do-all or a section hair and drag it down smooth and decide what we're gonna plant. Get back in the tractor. I did remember the seed blend that I planted in this field last time was Whitetail Institute Power Plant. It was an early season plot. I think we planted it in early summer, and then it really came on strong through September. So early bow season, it was at maximum production. It had sunflower, sun hemp, a blend of peas and beans too, and the beans and the peas used the sunflower and the sun hemp as a runner. Those food plots were up 6-7 feet long. I actually had to come in here and cut a couple of little strips through the middle of it so the deer could feed out into the middle of it. It was really nice. That was 2 years ago. And last year I did it. I messed up. I did something wrong or got some bad seed or something, but it didn't do as well. We won't be doing that this year. It's too late. I'm thinking I might try something different here. I hadn't had time to get a soil sample or anything. I'm just going to wing it on that. Going to put something in here that's going to be a better late season plot. I never have really done a good late season bow hunting plot. I may come in here and plant some kind of brassicas or greens, broadleaf, something that really does good after the first frost and attracts the deer. So we'll be thinking on that, and maybe we'll try that, see if that works in this soil. Then we'll head on over to field number 2. We'll get it cut up too. Okay, we made it back to field number 2. It looks a whole lot different than it did this morning. This field's so small and tight. This big tractor's going to take a little bit of, I'm just going to have to go real slow and be a lot of stopping and turning. Can't really turn this tractor sharp with a disc in the ground. You'll tear something up. Let me make a few rounds here and I'll get the camera back out and show you how good it's doing. I think it's going to turn this under real good too. couple more passes, we'll have it all hit one time. This feels like the other field is so small. By the time you make your laps and turn around and go back, you about hit the whole field twice. Getting real close. Just a couple more turns here. Kind of hard to hold this camera. Run that tractor. Oh, we got this one cut good. A lot more moisture down here in the bottom. I got a couple of my blades on the disc trying to ball up and get sticky. You can see right here I had to clean that blade out right there, but this is trying to ball up right here. Got some grass or roots or something balled up in it. Won't let that spin. I had to get down and clean that out. You see right here, a whole pile of dirt was, see where the dirt was up in these blades here. I think I about got it loose enough when I can drop it down. Maybe spin these blades when I get out on the gravel road, they'll clean out. Everywhere else they stay pretty clean. Those disc is cut so deep it can ball up on you. I'll walk out here and show you this. Cut good, a lot of moisture. We'll let the sun stay on it for a few days. I don't think it's calling for any rain this week. Get back down here with the do-all or the section here. I think we had a big tractor back up at the barn with a do-all. So we'll, sorry about that. Had a little camera malfunction there at the end right when I was wrapping up there. We got finished with that second field. Felt like we had a real good morning. Had to get on back. Had some stuff to do this afternoon. Finna go get a little something to throw on the grill and watch a couple of ball games tonight. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll follow through with that when I go back down to level those fields off and get the seed bed prepped a little better. And then I'll decide what seed blend we're going to plant, and then we'll watch it through deer season. Maybe we can shoot a deer in there and get that on video too. But thanks again, and check us out at hollisfarms.com. We got some t-shirts, hats, and decals there if you're interested in it. And come back again tomorrow. Thanks.